Here we go. Yo, what is good, everybody? Your boy Jaguar here, and we're running it back today on the live stream with another Diablo 4 Season 11 prep for Divine Intervention with the Spiritborn. Just making sure all our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed here. Making sure we got it all here. Oh, my mouse disappeared. Yeah, should be fun. Interesting. 1 second, guys. I think everything looks good. Swipe. Yeah, everything looks okay. Sometimes, guys, it just takes a little bit of sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get going here. Yeah, I'm not sure. There we go. Boom. Working just great. Cool. Working great. We're in it to win it, dude. Okay, we're back. We're back. Boom. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're going to start over again. Yo, what is good? What is good, V? Oh, yeah, what is good? Hearts in the chat. Yeah, it's awesome. Thanks for watching. Just having a little bit of a technical issue to start off the live stream here, but it shall continue. All right, here we go. So I'll make sure we got it all. Everything's clickety clacking right now. Cool. Perfect. All right, we're set. Let's get into it. Okay, today we're making some more builds. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for watching the live stream. Good to see you, as always. Okay. Our bags are full currently. None of this stuff matters currently. What I like to do is I like to start off every live stream with a little bit of a warm up here. So let's go over and do a pit 100. And let's see what we could moss and boss here. But yeah, having a lot of fun here, guys. Just running it back in the live stream. I'm going to be doing a lot of theory crafting again. I want to make at least a couple more builds before the season actually goes live. I'm kind of stoked for season 11. I had my doubts, and I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that season 11 actually turns out to be pretty good. So we'll find out. That's for sure. We'll definitely find out today. But yeah, I'm just curious about what you guys think of season 11. And what you guys think will be the fate of season 11. Do you guys think it will be a rework that absolutely sends it back to a worse time? Or do you think the rework will actually make it a better season? I mean, last time we got a rework was in season 4. And season 4 presented us with one of the probably better seasons that we ever got, right? But I think a lot of us, like myself, are just kind of like upset that the Chaos Uniques are being taken out of the game. That's like the #1 thing that I was like, oh man, at least they could have kept that, because I feel like one of the coolest things about Diablo 4 is the build variety, right? That's what makes some players just come back to play for, it's just to make new builds, right? So people are excited to build puzzles, so to speak, because that's essentially what builds allude to, is that they're like the puzzle of Diablo 4, right? You try to figure out the puzzle, see how things click together, and then you get to see the beautiful picture if things all go as planned. And what's crazy is that we're losing that in the upcoming season, because Chaos Uniques are what really provided the Rolodex of builds for per class to be opened up and fleshed out, which is really what makes this game shine. So I'm hoping that that it isn't the end all be all, that we don't have Chaos Uniques anymore. Like what is factual is that there won't be as many builds as there was in season 10, but we have to take all that with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, this is just a video game, and sometimes video games don't always, they don't always please, they don't always deliver. And if season 11 doesn't deliver, I got PoE 2 in my back pocket, which is kind of like a blessing in disguise, because, you know, if because I'm new to PoE 2, I've played it a little bit, I've experienced it on a very surface level. By getting one character to level by getting one character to level 100. See, this is why, you guys, you always got to make sure you beef up before you go into a pit. Yeah, very surface level experience with PoE 2, but I think that will kind of serve me as not being you know, as experienced, right? There might be actually some fun from that, as opposed to people that have played probably every season since it's dropped. So yeah, looking forward to it. Also, the Druid class looks really awesome as well for PoE 2. So we'll see. That class just looks so cool. But I have high hopes. Again, it's gonna be the Game Awards when season 11, the day of season 11 goes live, and that'll be awesome. That will be awesome. Oh, here we go. Looking forward to that, to say the least. Yeah, just running it back in the pit here, just doing this warm-up run before we actually get started with the festivities today. And if anyone watching right now needs help with anything, please let me know. Feel free to let me know in the chat if you need help with anything. I'd be more than happy to oblige and help you on your journey today. Here we are. We're just pushing through pit here, doing a pit 100 to start things off. Almost through here. Doing pretty good. Okay. So far, so sweet. But you see the difference in survivability if you just like pop your potions and pop your elixirs? Like, that's so dope. I wish I could still play the PTR and like kind of test it out. I wish there's so much more time I wish I had. But I was also like thoroughly disappointed that the Chaos Uniques were gone. I didn't really even get to test out Sanctification too much, and the leveling experience and what was to come of that, so. We got you. Wow. We hit the jackpot there. Did we do it? Boom. Level 100. A level 100 glyph. Holy. A level 100 glyph, everybody. We've hit the top. 4 Chaos Uniques in one shot. That was pretty wild, eh? Alright, here we go with theory craft time. Yeah, it's all good. I kind of switch at the build, but I don't want to go through the headache of you know, making in-game builds while I'm okay. So here we go. Let's go over to, we're gonna close that for now. Let's go over analytics. Profile. Let's go to the build planner. So we got a few builds yesterday going on the channel. Yeah, with the help of our boy Vern came through, and he also helped us make some builds here. So we got Crushing Claw, which is pretty cool. So on Wukong, we got a Crushing Hand build, and then we have I gotta edit all these, put that Jaguar tag on it, just so if anyone's looking for these builds, you guys know what to search. Save as draft. Save as draft. Go to profile. Wukong, Crushing Claw, edit. I'm gonna call this one. Whoop. So I'm going to call J-Dero. I'm going to say and Vern. Actually, Vern knows it's him. J-Dero crushing. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Save draft. Save as draft. Okay. Go back to the build planner here. Go profile. Good. Okay, let's go to create a build here. So everyone that's tuning in now wants to know how this actually works. Is Mobilix is an awesome tool at stepping up their game. Definitely glad that the subscription I paid it now, because I'm sure they'll be upping it after this update. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make a build around the Path of the Emissary boots. So from reading this, it invokes a core skill from our primary Spirit Hall. Okay, cool. So I feel like this is going to be cool. I feel like we're going to be running the Harmony of Ebby. I think that's cool. These are like some of the best. These are some of the best items in the game right now for Spiritborn. I mean, outside of the copious amounts of two-handed weapons we get, which is I feel like some of these should just be gloves. You know, Wushu Nakpa and all that. Like, it'd be really cool. Like, so the problem, like, these are awesome items, and what Chaos Uniques provided was that we could put this on our armor. We can get these passive bonuses on our armor skills. So that was what was cool about Chaos Uniques. However, it would be really cool if like some of these could be reworked as maybe like gloves or another item. Like for instance, Sepizontek. That makes sense as a glove. Like everything on that would make sense as a glove. So would, you know, Sustain War and Wushu Nakpa. Like the only two I would keep is maybe Rod of Kapuleke and Wushu Nakpa, or maybe Sustain War. But the problem is when you take up, so this is like basically when we have a legendary two-handed weapon, right? So I'm just gonna put any aspect on for now, but look, right? So a lot of our main stat, you know, that crit damage that we want, that maximum life, and I'm guessing they said you could put attack speed. Yeah, so this is something I would maybe put like attack speed or even vulnerable damage. Yeah, this would be like the perfect item for a Spiritborn, right? And the modifier would be a polearm. Tempering would be, I don't know, because we haven't fully fleshed out the build yet. Sanctification, I don't know. But the sockets, we'd run it back with crit. So like the amount of damage we get here from putting our main stat, critical strike damage, maximum life, and attack speed with vulnerable damage is just insane, right? So that's great, but the passives from these uniques are also so good. So it's kind of problematic that we have to choose between like beefing up our stats versus like a passive ability, which essentially increases all of our damage, right? So that's the problem I see. But I like stuff like Harmony of Ebawaka having a damage multiplier on a piece of armor is sweet. So we can go back down here. Yeah, this might be what it is. See, all the stuff is cool. Heshi, Kasangi, and then we have Crazed God. They need to rework some of the items. I know they've reworked some of the rings, which is awesome. What many rings we have though, and like Band of First Breath. They changed all the affixes, the passive affixes around this too, which is pretty wild. But like some of these are good. So it's all like resource stuff. This is good for poison damage. Yeah, nothing just straight up damage multipliers besides Band of Breath. And I believe, yeah. You gain, well, you have at least 4 stacks for us, you gain damage. Oh. So this might actually be worth something now. The Peacemongers. Gaining ferocity also grants resolve. Maybe. That might be cool. All stats per ferocity or resolve stack. Wow, okay. I think this might be pretty interesting to see in action. I don't. How strong is it? We don't know. That's the other question. But so essentially, it looks like what they're trying to say is from a primary Spirit Hall. So hitting an enemy with the Centipede reduces their damage by 4% and by 10% and deals 100% poison damage or AC, stacking up to maximum of 8 times. So that's a lot of poison damage. Okay, so let's keep that in our back pocket. We're just getting absolutely crazy with the poison damage. Okay, cool. So I feel like something like Centipede Eagle or Centipede Gorilla. So essentially, if we do Centipede Eagle with Path of the Emissary, we'd be looking at the Stinger. You know what we'll call this, because essentially there's a joke going around that the one with Stinger is like, it's called the Crop Dust. So I'm gonna call it Jadiro's Crop Duster. Crop Duster. That's actually pretty funny. Jadiro's Crop Duster. Sting, dude. I don't know. Crop Duster. I don't know. Crop Duster. Season 11. Let's call it that for now. It's hilarious. Crop Duster build. Cool. And I think this might be a variation of a rushing claw build that plays off of poison damage, right? So maybe we're mixing into the, yeah, maybe we're onto something here. I'm just gonna put stuff on that I think makes sense. It's no core. It's I don't know, counterattack for sure, armored hide, right? Something like this. I don't know if we need both. We're just playing a little bit, but what this actually might mean is that we could go Balazans. We can go Balazans Max Lateral here. Make like a Poison Thorns build, which would make me wanna. Where's our main damage come from? Thorns. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need crit damage, right? So we need redirect. Then we're gonna need, definitely gonna need is it barrier based? No. You can't just type thorns, which they need to update this so you can type in keywords and it kind of shows you like the in-game. We'll see though, we'll see. So let's go with what we know then. Unyielding hits. Unyielding. Aspect of unyielding hits. See, I feel like Conceited's better here. We go the barrier buff here, then we go let me go unyielding. Are we playing off an ultimate? No, right? We just need to Stinger have one specifically. Maybe. Stinger spawns a Pestilence Swarm at its location, which deals 90% Stinger-based damage per hit. Maybe. Let's go Swarm. No. See, it does it for this, though. When you put STI. Hilarious. You get this. Oh, Pestilence, that's why. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. So what would that? So let's start build. Let's flesh out the build a little bit. So you definitely want the evade, because evade's just so good. You'd probably put points into this because you're casting it. Oh, maybe. Okay. Yeah, it might be good. Thorns damage we deal by crazy amount. Then we're gonna go. We have to make enemies vulnerable somehow. So you might want to go Fell Soothsayers or something like that. We'll see. We just need something to make enemies vulnerable. Let's keep it basic for now. 100% of your thorns. Slowing. Yeah, see? Okay, cool. So right here, we don't need Scourge. We could put something else. Maybe we do put like anything that provides thorns, right? Yeah, maybe stick with Ravager, or do we stick with Vortex? Interesting. Interesting. It'd be interesting to see how this works, that's for sure. Or we could do something like, I don't know, that looks pretty gross. Good. We could do something like that, where we're still in this, but it's just gonna cast Crushing Hand, right? If it's our primary. So that means we have to go Crushing Hand. And we go some sort of like resolve stacking build, maybe. So if anyone tuning in right now, I'm just trying to make a build for around the Path of Emissary boots. I definitely want to try doing a build once it comes out, but let's see. Yeah, let's just focus on that Thorns damage first. So we're definitely need 3 here and 3 here. And so it's going to be a Jaguar skill as well as a Gorilla skill as well as an Eagle skill. It's a lot of points to invest. And it's unfortunate. And we probably want to go this one. Yeah, this is a difficult choice to make here because I mean, unless it's, I think that's the right way. Poisoning, lucky hit damage. Maybe not. We just go Heshi E, man. And we just stay away from the then what? We go Razor Plate? Is this what we do? See, this makes no sense. This looks like we just have no resistances here. We want too much. Or do we just stack it all on the Quill Volley? No, I don't think that's how it works. Let's just keep going down the passive skill tree here. We need a way to make enemies vulnerable too. Yeah, got these little passive nodes. So it's no longer gorilla. Just like that. That's good. We got 7 left. You probably want to be as mobile as hell, so I don't think that it should count towards your evade, but it doesn't, which is weird. Yeah, something like this looks okay. If we go down the Balzan's Max Lado route. Like Razor's, like that's just crazy, right? None of this gives us armor. We're gonna be hurting for armor. Yeah. Sorry. Just gonna be pure chaos unique mentality. Well, let's check our. Let's just check what we got for thorns. Dodge or block an attack. So maybe we could do something like that, where this is redirect. This is conceded. And this is tormentors. Just kind of scale poison damage. We'll see how that works. That'd be pretty cool though to see like. Yeah, I think this might work really cool. How do we make them vulnerable? Maybe it's Fist of Fate. Chance to make enemies vulnerable. Super unique heavy. So then our tempering modifier would be like probably that, right? And our sanctification would be poison damage. Thorns. I guess poison damage, right? Their amulet would be like attack speed. There's no more total armor. There's no more total armor on. There's no more total armor on necklaces anymore, everybody. That's crazy. They removed total armor on necklaces. Unless I just forgot to add it here. We already got the poison damage. Vulnerable. Fashion. Yep. Attack speed. Critical damage. Dex. Max life. Tempering would be poison damage. Sanctification. Socket. Skull. Boom. Modifier. I think the hardest to get is Shadow. Attack speed again. Dexterity. Crit damage. Max life. I mean, we're effectively learning the game over again, right? Poison damage? No, we did that already. Maybe we should go Centipede damage. Show me Centipede damage. Centipede damage, perfect. Tall skill sockets. Let's call. Okay, ranks to Bastion, poison damage, Centipede damage, primary yeah, that's good. Sanctification, total armor. Sanctification. I go all stats. I go all stats and everything, depending on how much it is. Extra move speed. Just be zippy as hell. It's cool though. I mean, I really don't know how many. I don't know how many times we're really gonna actually get to sanctify stuff, which is crazy, right? So this is kind of just this is an idea in the works. Crop duster, Spiritborn. Yeah. And then we'd probably do something like our next board would be probably Viscous Shield. There's two ways you can do this. You can go once this way. You can do Spiny Skin. You can do Convergence. And then you can do probably Bitter Medicine, eh? These are like staples usually, but sometimes you go off cuff there. This is just a build, a theory build, but I like it. So you'd probably want the movement speed as your purified, and then the I think so though. I still think that you'd want increased armor 100%. You don't care about stun. I think it's just so good on Spiritborn. Oh, cancel. Yeah, this will always be. I think people are totally just not going to even pay attention to the fact that you need barrier for this build to work, but I will make the guide on it, I promise. Always go Subo. If you guys ever want to know what mercenary is the best, just hands down the best, it's Subo. You get a crit damage multiplier and a map pack with having Fog of War off. Verania's awesome because she just gives us... She gives us attack speed for nothing. Okay, cool. Paragon board, skill tree done. Yeah, this is a work in progress. I like everything but the Balazan. I like everything but leaning into Thorns with these 3 items. So everything is subject to change for sure. What did we do with the skill tree? Did we actually tech into... Did we even finish it? We still have 7 left. Okay, well, we're not even done yet. Yeah, no, it will be Stinger. It's the poison damage. It's the poison world. So anything that increases our poison damage, we up. Right? Maybe. I feel like we should be going some pestilent swarm, but it's not really what we're leaning into here. I think Heshi Kasangi is the better move. How do we make enemies vulnerable within the skill tree? I think what we do, we get Vortex. We just go Vortex, right? No, that's not it. Oh, Evade. Yeah, Evade makes everyone vulnerable. Yeah, so we're making enemies vulnerable that way. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about making enemies vulnerable. 7 skill points left. I think we invest 5 into that. Straight up. This is just all utility. I think, oh, you know what? I think this is what we do. Just to have it, we want it off cooldown all the time. We want it off cooldown all the time. So... Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. We could fully do base gorilla skills. We could fully do... Sorry guys, getting a scam call. Yeah, we could fully do... Oh, we need another... Yeah, we need... It's like... Counterattack. Boom. Nice. That's what we want. Perfect. Oh, we already do have that. Oh. Now we're in problems here. Hmm. Yeah, I think we just go Ravager for the Frosty stacks, right? Or we go Rushing Claw. Oh, the Hunter. That's what we... Okay, cool. It all works out, everybody. It all works out. We just don't want a whole bunch. Okay, that's perfect. There we go. It all works out. Okay, we got our Paragon board set up. Everything's set up here. Cool. So we're going to call this Crop Duster Spiritborn. I think it's hilarious. Alright. Spirit. Well... Okay. Save draft. Save this draft. Perfect. So we got 4 builds now. We got Crushing Hands. Excuse me. Evade Eagle Spirit. Gorilla Rushing Claw. Then we have Stinger Crushing Claw. Almost the same, but a little different. 2 different builds. Just one's building around the path of the emissary. Trying to think if there's anything else we're missing. Like if there's a particular build I want to see. Like I'm not sure. Not really sure. Yeah, it'd be cool to see another Touch of Death one, but I like Payback a lot. Funny enough, maybe we can let's try and we could maybe make a Payback build. Payback. All right. What? Speaking of Payback, let's go back here. So right now we're running it back on this Crushing Hands build. I don't know if you guys have seen the Payback build, but it's pretty sweet. I don't know if it can do Pit 100, but it can do. So this is the Crushing Hands build. It's all right. It's a little clunky because you're playing around with cooldowns and such, but right. So you're gonna be able to clear a Pit 100 no problem with this Crushing Hand build. It's pretty sweet. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, Crushing Hands is still pretty strong. And if anyone is looking for this build in particular, it's right here. If you go to the Mobilytics, it's right here. It's the where is it? Harambe's Palm is what I call it. Oh, I got it. 1 second. Let me finish this first. Actually, this is a build I didn't drop. I never dropped this build. It was way too late in the season when I made it. And I didn't really think anyone would really appreciate it, but we will see. Anyone else, anyone like watching, are you guys excited for season 11? Or do you guys have your doubts? Or are you guys like hopeful? Or like, what's your favorite class to play? Or what class do you think needs buffs or nerfs in this game? Well, this is hitting for this is hitting for 1 trillion damage, right? Just pretty strong. I'll switch up. If you guys want to see, you guys want to see the Razor Wings build, the Payback build, or the Touch of Death build? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat what build you guys want to see next, and I will. Oh, this is the Crushing Hands build so far. So I got all these builds on Mobilytics. If you guys want to go see them. I think the Payback build looks pretty sweet. It's like the Hadouken. Let me make sure, like, what do we got going on here? Just incredibly strong combination. Here we go. All right. Almost done in this jungle here. Like I said, the build's a little clunky. Like the best thing you really want to do when you're cleaning pit, you kind of just want to get everybody all grouped up. It's probably the best way to do it. Just aggro the whole room if you can, if you're capable in doing so. Bring everyone together in one big happy family group hug. And die. That's all you gotta do, you know? That's what you do. You just aggro the whole group. Forget to pop your elixirs and potions. And you get crushed. Let's try it again. Round 2. Here we go. They made potions, elixirs, and all that very important for a reason. That's why they're so important, everybody. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening here. I'm sorry. I do not know what is happening here. What did I do wrong? I'm just pulling too much. But the idea is you're supposed to be able to do that. I also got trapped there too. My barrier dropped. That also happened. You get those waller guys, and then you just get trapped, and you don't have barrier anymore because you're not attacking because you're focusing on doing other things. But this is what this should represent here. There we go. That's a better pull. There we go. Just gotta time your cooldowns properly, everybody. Make sure you pop your elixirs and your potions too, else you will be devastated. You lost like 2 minutes there from twice. From getting wrecked twice. That's okay. We'll make a comeback here. I'd be really interested to see the Mard Guard version of this build. It's probably insane. There she is. Lilith the Great. Did I see a chaos? I thought I saw a chaos unique drop there. That can't be possible. Wow, even we have 1/100 rune. Yeah, what do you guys want to see? You guys want to see what build do you want to see? Just type in the chat. What build do you want to see? Razor Wing build. We have the Payback build, and we have the. I'll show you guys actually. Yeah, so we have the Evade Spiritborn. We have the Payback build, which is called the Harambe Meha. Then we have the Ring Sting build. This is the Razor Wings build. And then we have the Locust Pocus build. This is the Touch of Death build, which is pretty wild. Yeah, whatever build you guys want to see, just let me know in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to oblige. Just let me know. Payback. And if you want any of these builds that you see here today on the live stream, I have them all here at Mobalytics. We got Locust Pocus build. This is the Touch of Death. Then we have the Payback build, which is really cool looking in my opinion. And then we have the Ring Sting, which is the Razor Wings build, which is pretty cool too. It just looks cool, like aesthetically pleasing. It's really cool. And then we have, of course, the Evade Eagle Spiritborn, which is really awesome too. Yeah, we got all the stuff over at Mobalytics. These are the ones I'm planning on doing for Season 11, depending on how cool Season 11 is. I think we're pretty good there. I think this might even be better as like Rocksplitter, to be honest. We just do something like Rocksplitter. Like, don't invest so much into Rocksplitter or something else, anything else. Maybe even just Payback, you know? I don't know. We'll see. We'll make it work. This is really good for soloing too. Like soloing the bosses is really good. If you're good at surviving stuff, it's really good. Payback's really good too. It's one of my favorite builds. I think I might switch up to Payback. Looks like 100% of you guys are gonna be playing Barb or Druid this season. Looks like, and Barb got some crazy buffs, eh? Must be nice. Spiritborn looks like it's gonna be topping the charts too. Evade Eagle Spiritborn is looking like it's a promising thing too. I don't like this minigame. I never did. Thanks, bro. I don't even think I have the materials for this. I don't. But I can do... I could probably do Andy. Can I do Andy? I can do Andy. Pause. Nice. Let's see what else we got. Here we go. What else we got here? You guys see the new model for Andy too? They remade her model. Gee, what changed? Something got leveled up. Cool. It was so cool. Ah, Ahu too. Holy, that's a crazy one, guys. Dang, this late in the season, I finally got it. I finally got the Ahu Ruin, dude, this late in the season. Yeah. And the Band of First Breath. Wow, pretty good roll too. I'm gonna scrap it though, because I have like a double GA one. Yeah, let's switch up the build here. You guys want to see Payback? Let me know in the chat what you guys want to see. Payback. So do you guys want to see Payback, Razor Wing, Touch of Death, or just regular good old Evade Eagle Spiritborn? Just let me know in the chat. I'd be more than happy to switch up the build. I don't want to bore you guys with the same build. If you guys need help with anything, my battle tag is just above the webcam there. If you can hit me up on the social here. If you just send a friend request, I'd be more than happy to accept the friend request. And if you guys need help with leveling or a build guide, or if you need help with like you know, just getting a world boss, or you need a run or a power level, just let me know in the chat. I'd be more than happy to run you. Viewers are always welcome. Always welcome. I think the coolest looking builds though are Razor Wing and Payback. I think they look the coolest. Also at the 7:30 mark, 7:30 p.m. mark, I'm going to start making some notes. So if you guys need any or have any input, let me know too. Just doing the Duriel run here so we can get the Grim Favor. See what we get. Oh wow, almost got Colgate total off the hop there. So much damage. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's get out of here. Also, make sure to finish your seasonal journey, guys. It's about to end. So we got somebody. So whoever we got, one person wanting to go Barber Druid this season start, and then one person's gonna go Spiritborn or Rogue. Sick. Let's save this in there. We're gonna save this build, and we're gonna overwrite. Oh, cancel. We're gonna rename it. We're gonna call this one Haram's Palm, dude. I don't think that makes sense. Let's just call it Crushing. Crushing Kong, dude. Boom. Crush Kong. Boom. Crush Kong. Crush Kong, bro. Accept. Perfect. Ha ha ha. Cool. We actually filled out our armory before the end of the season. Guys, you'll never see this again. Probably with the Chaos Uniques leaving. We'll never see a full armory again. It'd be nice to have more slots too, but of course, we can't do all that because, you know, every time we play, we're loading in other people's inventory, which is makes no sense, but, you know, it's in the game. Okay. Let's switch it up. I'll show you. I'm going to switch it up to the... Let's just do it equip. Let's just equip the Harambe Miha. Is that what we had? Let's check it out. Is that what we had from the army? Oh, we had basic skill. Okay. We're going to say no. That don't make no sense. Unsocket. So we're taking out Tamcax. Tamcax. Where are you, Tam? Boom. Tam. Cax. Perfect. Wow, we still don't have double green gems in every weapon. Finest jewels in Sanctuary, eh? Well, let's go dump some of these other rooms here. Some of these we'll never use, right? Yeah, don't care about Wolf Companion Spirit, Ultimate Skill, Drink Healing Potion, or Becoming Exhausted. Yep, let's go. Can we even craft 2 more? Oh, we can. Wow, we got money, guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oops, 1 second, guys. One second, guys. 1 second, I'll be right back. We made 2. Okay, perfect. Then we gotta go check our resistances here. So we need cold, fire, lightning. So this is where we unsock it. So we need cold, fire, and we have lightning. Cold, or lightning, cold, fire. Beautiful. We got all our skills and 2 more skill points here. See if we haven't already. I think we got all the nodes here. Nothing there. Rare nodes again. I'm pretty sure though convergence is capped. I think it's, yeah, it's capped. It doesn't cap fully, which is nonsense, but here we are. Sure. Do we have reach to another dexterity node or? Okay, maximum life never hurts. So we can get maximum life or all resistance, even better, sure. Okay, cool. Chaos perks. Let's see. I don't think this works like this. Yeah, I don't think this works the same. We're gonna have to go test this out first, guys. Give me a second. I don't think this works how we think it works. So let's bring it down a notch to 80. We'll see though. Yeah, it doesn't work the same. I mean, it could. It hits different. It hits different. Yeah, it hits a little different. Let's see what we got. This one needs to change. This is good. Oh no, this doesn't work. It's not a base core skill. So these are good. Yeah, that's good too. Yeah, so attack speed. And then that's it. This is where this build really shines. Let's see if we can get the pop off though. We have to get the pop off here. This is a payback build. So if this actually, maybe we can theory craft a build together where this payback build makes sense, right? I don't think our keypads have changed either. Sick. Yeah, so it looks like it works so far. It's not hitting as hard as the Crushing Hands build though. Not doing too bad though. Pretty cool. Okay. Okay. Anyone watching the stream? Are you guys anyone new to Diablo 4? Like, or is everyone here watching a current player? It's okay. I get it. It's Tuesday. I get it. We just one shot the boss. It's pretty sick. Anything lower than 80. So I got one that needs to be buffed. Scrap the rest. Yep. So that's the payback build. Let's see if we can go over the build planner, make a build on it now. Okay. Let's see what we can scrap. Okay. Let's go build planner. Let's create a build. Let's go barbarian. Let's go Spiritborn. So we'll start off here with payback being the primary ability, and then we'll evade's just simply one of the best. Payback, I think it's deal direct damage to Jaguar beast strike for 100% weapon damage, increasing all up by 3, doubling, stacking 5 times. So increasing all damage you deal by 3%, doubling beast strikes damage, and doubling stacking 5 times. So 15 times multiplier and 500% weapon damage. So continually attacking is what's good. Lightning damage and applying vulnerable 5 seconds. Centipede. It's one of these two for sure. I'd be interested to see how Jaguar affects it, really. We go like Jaguar Eagle. Right? For this one. And then our helmet, probably want Harmony of Ebby. It's a gorilla skill, so we probably want Heshi Kasangi. It's not even how you say it, but. And we're probably going to want some sort of armor, right? Jensen. Then we're going to want the payback. I don't even think you can just type payback. I don't think so. It's called the Bristling Vengeance. That's it. Bristling Vengeance. And redirect, of course. I think it's conceded environments. Basic. We're not making a basic skill, so we're going to have to double back and check what those can be. And boots, we'll keep it. I like the new forest power, to be honest. What the heck? Oh, sorry, it's only the pants we can do. Okay. Force power. And boots we could probably do like. We can't do duelist because it's not becoming a. It's not becoming a. Huh. That's so weird. Okay. Oh. Wild boat? No, no. No. We'll leave the boots blank for now because we don't know. But again, here we go. Your basic skills deal. That's my dog, everybody. Don't freak out. His mommy's home. Yeah. Payback has thorns damage, so something's just telling me to go something that gives you thorns damage, even though we probably won't be applying it in that regard. Right, but we're gonna go. We did go Jag. Wait a second. Wait a second. I know. Wait a second. We do go duelist, bro. We do go duelist. 100%. 100%, bruh. Yeah, so we definitely go duelist for this payback build. It's a Jaguar skill, so we're jacking up Jaguar stuff. And our secondary is Eagles, so we're going Eagle. And then in our core, our base is Gorilla, so we've basically just capitalized on that one. The thing with Spiritborn too is a lot of Spiritborn builds revolve around ultimates, right? So you're kind of it's feast or famine when it comes to builds, because you typically needs to have an ultimate skill, right, to really be crushing it. Counter attack and toxic skin, like that. And we can't make it Rada Kepuleke either anymore, which kind of sucks, unfortunately. We could use the Rada Kepuleke, but the two-handed weapon is just so much stronger, especially with the potential that we get with Sanctification, right? So we can't chance that we're just gonna go Rada Kepuleke. I mean, it very well might work, but it might work in this case, because I'm trying to think of what else we can. Well, we definitely want conceded, right? We definitely want conceded. Because barrier, we live by barrier. You know what? Redirected. Are we going to be spamming? I mean, I guess what we're doing too is we're going Prodigy's Tempo, which, I mean, we're probably spamming Payback. Speaking of Payback, we need to invest in this Payback. We need to make it a core skill, and we need to invest all the points. So we have 5 points. Counter attack. Toxic skin. So I'll cover all our bases here. So we've invested in all of them. Yes. Okay, so we have 2. We can put 2 points. I mean, oh, here we go. Boom, boom. Perfect. It worked out. Okay, cool. So that Payback might actually be a sweet build. We'll have to see, right? We'll have to test and see what we get. I think we could. I don't know. Jansen shell is just kind of what it's called, Jansen shell or whatever. But this is kind of just what I'm going right now, because I feel like toughness is something that's going to be very important in season 11. If we don't have some sort of armor and like this is a very value item, because we're not only getting our main stat, but we're getting the resistance to all, and we're getting armor. Right, so I think this will be staple on most builds. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be staple on most builds. I think it's important too to have some legendary ancestral legendaries too. I think Harmony of Abawaka is also going to be a staple item in a lot of builds, just simply because we're going to be mix matching our Spirit Halls. I mean, Wushu Nakpot's pretty sick too, right? If we go double, right? Like if we really wanted to spice this up, we could do like Bristling Vengeance over here. But then we're going from 300% increased damage from Payback to now 150, which is a huge, you know. And if we're, but we're so if we're also gonna have ultimate up all the time, right? So there we go. All right, cool. So what we want to, yeah. So I mean, maybe we want a quarterstaff for this one because we want that block chance to give us that redirected force. I mean, you don't really see the quarterstaff being used anymore. It's predominantly the pole arm now, right? So let's just do what it does. These are going to be the best, bar none. This is what the best items are going to look like. Probably, even attack speed might be nice to buff too. Tempering, we're going to go. We got to go the Payback one, right? We got to go. Chance for Payback to deal double damage. Sanctification. Projectiles crit. Yeah, see, this is all like hopes and dreams. The Sanctification thing, I don't even know if I want to include Sanctification into my build, simply just because I don't think we're going to hit what we want all the time. If they made Sanctification more like Tempering, I think that'd make more sense, but I don't think that's what we're getting. We're going to want cooldown reduction, dexterity percentage, hopefully. And what I would want is total armor, but they took away total armor. That sucks. They took away total armor percent, so it's going to be maximum life now. Tempering modifier. What do you want here? Potency damage, maybe? Yeah, let's just throw it on there for now. And then we're going to want more cooldown reduction. Probably not with Prodigy's Tempo. Oh, which is a good point. Probably don't want cooldown reduction because we have Prodigy's Tempo. We got things critting every other attack. Oh, ranks, yeah, probably. Ranks to potent. Okay. See that too. It bugs me because like ranks to potency, or sorry, ranks to potent on your necklace. That's impossible to find. It's impossible to find. These temperings, man. These temperings. Is it? It isn't. It's gonna revolve around resource. It's gonna revolve around resource. 1 second. Yeah. So let's be more realistic here. Do we have resource? Resource cost reduction. That's what we want. Hardest to get on Spiritborn is not poison or lightning. It's shadow, fire, and cold. So let's just go shadow. Attack speed, crit damage, dexterity, max life, tempering. We did potency. We did payback. Deals double damage. We could probably just put gorilla damage there. And cooldown reduction would be cool. Same thing for you. We'll go modifier. We did shadow already. Let's do fire next. We could do attack speed again. Dexterity. Crit damage. Cool. We'll go max life on this one. We don't need cooldown reduction. I keep forgetting we're going Prodigy's Tempo. Yeah, we don't need cooldown reduction. Okay, yeah. Fire, sorry. The attack speed. Dexterity, max life, attack speed, dexterity, max crit damage. Perfect. Modifier, ranks to Bastion. I don't know. Yeah, we're not really leaning into the Thorns, even though Thorns is what we're doing. We're not really leaning into it. Core skill damage. It's not enough though. It's not enough to resource cost. It'd be interesting to see the other Sanctification buffs as well. Is there a primary Jaguar Spirit Hall? The Hunter cooldown, no. Jaguar damage, maybe? Jaguar. Okay, so we only have Jaguar. There's no primary Jaguar. Okay, sure. It's ranks to all skill sockets. Boom. Did we do this yet? We did. Perfect. Gloves. Sanctification. Just gonna go share ranks to core skill. This. I think just more total armor. Oh, you know what? This might actually be better. Unyielding hits. Yeah, I think this might actually be better. And we just kind of stack armor. Hopefully stack armor, I should say. Yeah, we just kind of stack armor. Sockets. Yeah, we're going to be... No, we're probably casting cooldown a lot more. Where are you? Where are you? That might be good too. Yeah, Tam. And then we're gonna want Tam. Yeah, that one. And then we're gonna want the war cry. So let's go Ewell then. Then we're gonna want war cry here. I don't think we're leaning too much into overpower anymore, if you guys agree. I don't think we are. I think overpowered it. Maybe not. I don't wanna, I could be wrong. Thule, Tech, Tam, where is it? Where is it? Boom. There it is. Boom. Perfect. Okay, cool. These are all sanctified. Okay, so for if I do seeing it's kind of I guess it's good having, right? This will be the norm, and then we can we get cooldown reduction on oh, potion counts. Interesting. Barrier generation. I'm gonna leave it barrier generation for now. I just want to see what kind of we could do here. Concussive crushing hand. Ranks to fueled. Resolve. I'm gonna go barrier generation and change this to what does this install? Yeah, that's better. Socket. Let's go amethyst. Amethyst. Fly. And this are boots. You know what? Armor again. Dex. Max life. And I like my movement speed. I like the additional movement speed. Always. Ability cooldown. Movement speed. I'm gonna go with more barrier. More barrier, but what do we sanctify on this puppy? Total armor, all stats, always. Okay, cool. All stats, good. Cool. Okay. This is subject to change. Like, I might want to just change this out to Radicapuleke here. Just make... It might be viable. A wide movement speed. simply on the Spiritborn, certain things scale with movement speed. I'll show you. Let's see if we even have it. Certain things scale with movement speed, more so on the Paragon board. And I typically just like movement speed on the Spiritborn. I'm pretty sure something scales with movement speed here. Oh, I think it's on the Paragon board. Sorry. Speaking of Paragon, we'll get to it. So let's just go. We're not doing any thorns damage, guys. So yeah, certain things scale with movement speed. That's why I like it. But I think you're correct in the case that it might not apply to this. But I'll usually check that after I'm done. This is not typically how I do my boards either. Here, this is one. So this is something that scales with movement speed, right? So after moving a certain amount of distance, you get a damage multiplier stacking, right? So what that means is effectively the faster I'm moving is the faster the stacks and the faster that we retain and keep our damage multipliers. So like I'm not going to be going drive. So you're very right. Maybe movement speed isn't that important on this particular build, but overall having movement speed is night and day when it comes to like leveling up and blasting in Diablo 4. So it's I'm definitely of two minds. Yeah, it is pretty sneaky, right? There's certain things where you gotta really think about what you're doing. Oh, OBS is disconnecting. What happened, OBS? Oh, I don't know what happened there. Oh, there we go. We're reconnected. Sorry, guys. We had a little OBS. Had a little brain fart there. Yeah, so certain things are... Yeah, there's a little sneaky if you ask me too. But there's certain things that are affected by movement speed or how fast you move. I know there's something here. Just... Here you go. Boom. Your eagle skill damage is increased by 9% or 9 times or times 9% of your movement speed bonus, right? So in this particular build, we're going the secondary Spirit Hall, it's Eagle, and then we're also going an item that's called the Harmony of Ebawaka. So what that does is it makes all of our abilities, so every ability is associated to a different spirit. So like, Payback's a gorilla skill. But if I go primary Spirit Hall Jaguar skill, it also makes Payback a Jaguar skill. And then Harmony of Ebawaka also makes Payback my secondary Spirit Hall choice, which is Eagle. So the damage scales with now the damage from my gorilla skill Payback also scales with Jaguar and Eagle damage. Right? So if I'm going something like this, for instance, Brilliance, I'm getting a damage multiplier that scales with my movement speed bonus. So it's potentially helpful to have more movement speed. And just in general, just a quality of life good feel that you get from having movement speed is it feels good. Like when you're moving faster in the game, I feel like it's definitely I don't know, it's something I appreciate. But I mean, like, you're very right. It could be something better, like it might be something. We can even go something like, if we really wanted to, we can do ranks in one of these. It's just these ranked ones are harder to get, in my opinion. Like ranks of toxic skin would be cool. We can go the resistances if we want. It's got a lot of intricacies. Like we can even go more intricate with this build. We can go like I'm debating on going Rada Capuleke. So what this does is it makes my it'll make Payback, which is a core skill now, a basic skill, right? So what that means is I'll be able to spam similar to what I have going on here. So what I'm trying to recreate here is this build. So this is the Payback build, and it's this is the overpowered version of it. I'll switch to the Marred Guard version of the build in just a second. It increases the Marred Guard increases the damage. But anyways, what I'm trying to say, so I have the same effect happening here. So I have the Harmony of Ebawaka right on my gloves here, because it's Chaos Uniques are the best. So what that does is it makes Payback now, as you can see, it's a base gorilla skill, but it's also now a Jaguar and Eagle skill because of how my Spirit Hall set up, right? So that's what Harmony and Ebawaka does. So, and then I have the Rada Kapuleke on my boots. And what the Rada Kapuleke does is it makes your core ability a basic ability. So essentially, I could sit here and spam this as long as I want to, right? Because I am using resource to cast it, but even if I'm out of resource, I can still cast it, right? So I can free cast Payback as long as I want with Rod of Kapuleke. If I don't have Rod of Kapuleke on, then I have to manage my resources. So Rod of Kapuleke not only gives us a damage multiplier, which increases our damage, but it also makes our core ability a basic ability. And then we could start adding on aspects that give us damage multipliers to our basic abilities. So we have, you're starting to get like this puzzle come together. Like we're starting to piece together this puzzle that does a lot of damage, right? Unfortunately, though, the reality is of next season is that we won't have the utility of the chaos uniques, right? So we have to be very choosy in what we choose to. We have to be very choosy when we're equipping items and what uniques we're going, right? We can't just slap on chaos uniques and go damage multipliers. So they're getting rid of that, unfortunately. But yeah, Spiritborn is pretty sick, man. It's definitely it sucks that it's behind a paywall of an expansion, but I mean, like that's that. It is what it is, right? But funny enough, Christmas is coming up, guys. So I plan on either Boxing Day, the 26th. I'm going away on the 29th. I'll be back just after the New Year. But on the 26th, maybe Boxing Day or whatever day the weekend falls on, I will definitely be. Yeah, choose here. Yeah. On Boxing Day, I'll definitely do a giveaway of like 3 Vessel of Hatred. I'll do a giveaway of 3 Vessel of Hatred of the game. If you're on PC only, unfortunately. So if you have BattleNet, I'll be able to just gift it to you like that. So if you're watching right now and you're interested in Diablo 4, stay tuned. Come Boxing Day or Christmas Day or whatever day I get available, I'll be able to do that giveaway. I'll be giving away 3 copies of Vessel of Hatred. I'm announcing it right now, so come through. It'll be dope. I think it's cool to give back to the community, man. You guys show up and show support, so it's the least I can do. And if you guys are interested in playing Diablo 4, it's great to see the community build, which is dope too. I make builds, I make guides, I do live streams every Mondays and Tuesdays. I do my best to stick to that schedule. I have a full-time job and a family, so of course they're a priority, and they come first. So if a Monday and Tuesday comes and it just doesn't line up, I won't be live streaming. But I do my best to live stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Sometimes I do like surprise live streams on the weekends, so that's kind of my gaming schedule right now. But I thought it'd be cool to maybe do a giveaway. And yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know. Or if you guys are like Eternal players, even you just want the Vessel of Hatred, I think that's pretty cool too, right? That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I do builds, I do guides. Season 11 I'm kind of skeptical about because I don't know, my gut's telling me that it might be over sooner than later, but I hope I'm wrong. I really just want to see the game do good. I'm not a partner program content creator either. I'm not in a Diablo 4 partner program. I'm just content creator. I just enjoy the game, and I really want to see it do good. Uh-oh, we're lagging hard. That's essentially the Payback build. I'm trying to recreate that for the next season, just simply because this build is probably one of my most favorite, is the Payback. It looks like a Kamehameha from like Dragon Ball Z. So I really enjoy seeing it on screen too. Nice. So that's one. So that's the Payback build. So I think I'm just going to leave a note here before I actually publish this. I'm going to say, may use Rod of K. Kapuleke. May use Rod of Kapuleke. Just so I have a note there. Yeah, I might use the Rod of Kapuleke on this. And what I'll do is I'll just take unyielding hits off, which is a huge damage. Maybe I'll take the unyielding hits and just add Bristling Vengeance over here and then have the Rod of Kapuleke. The reason I don't want to do that is because we're going from 150%, going from a 300% damage multiplier to 150%, which really significantly lowers the damage of the build. So I don't know if that's something I want. I don't know if I want to take that adventure. I don't think it's a good idea. But maybe. Rada Kepeleke, maybe. Save his draft. Save his draft, save his draft. Cool. Let's pop out another build and see if we can recreate it here on the build planner. Let's see if we can get something going here. Let's do handy weapons. Nice. Yeah, but what's your class? Nexus, do you play Diablo 4 often? Like what class do you play? So what we'll switch up to here now is the Ring Sting build. This one's pretty fun too. Oh wait, I didn't. I just want to try something before we go. Nah, it's okay. I've already. So this is the Ring Sting build. Let's equip this build. Cool. And we got the basic skill, and then we need the. And then we need the overpower critical strike, right? Now where do we go? Yeah, we go the. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Yeah. We go the overpower, so we go Pox Zan. No, Pox Zan doesn't work. Zan works. Yeah, Zan works. Pox doesn't. I can't go Yule twice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You can do that. That works. Okay. And we have to unsocket a weapon here. Wow. And then, as far as our resistances are concerned, we need fire. We could actually just go like this, just for now. But let's go back to our. I do a character of each. Okay, cool. So you kind of like just. You have fun with all the characters. That's pretty cool. So let's go back to our profile here. So now we got. Let's edit this. Let's call this. I'm gonna call this the Harambe Meha PT2 Season 11. Call it Jiro. Good measure. Heroes Harambe Meha Part 2. Save his draft. Perfect. Cool. So I'm gonna go back to the build. Everyone's still playing Season 10 right now. I got all these build planners for Season 10 if you want. Any of the builds you see on screen today, I have them here. So we're gonna go into the Ring Sting build. Cool. Whoa. Alright, so Spirit Hall, cool. Lines up. Is that really what I did, Neo? I don't know if I like that. I don't even think I did that, but it is what it is. Is what it is. Anyhow, this is Ring Sting. Oh, that's what I want, the Chaos perks. Where art thou, Chaos perks? Am I tripping out? Do you guys see the Chaos perks? Yeah, it's Paragon board. That's great. What? I think I'm losing it. I have the video here. If you guys want to go check it out, I got the video here. I don't remember what they are. Did I not add them? No, there's no way. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I think I'll just keep it the same for now. It's not a basic skill. It's not a core skill either, so maybe just do something like this. Okay, cool. So this is the ring sting build. I'm pretty sure this will need some tweaking as we play, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun to watch and enjoy. Let's just do all resist because I have a funny feeling we're gonna need it. It's definitely not an overpower build though. Oh yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, that makes sense. So we go Beast Cornered, and then we go Mard Guard. That's what it is. Yeah, we're still kind of shy on the resistances here. So we go all res. Armor, and then maximum life. Yeah, perfect. That's better. Okay. And do we have any more all res we can invest into? Because I feel like that's like our weak point here. Mercenaries, got subs. All right, let's check it out. That's Season 10 Raven Druid, Rake, Spiritborn, Overpowered Minion. Yeah, those are the best. Yeah, those are like the top tier, right? The partner program content creators put out those like those super top meta builds, and like yeah, those just absolutely crush. Yeah, I try to make the builds I try to make are like for everybody, like for everyone to enjoy, and for anyone from anywhere to kind of be able to play, but you're casual or blaster. I feel like we're in the wrong key passive or something. Yeah, I think we're in the wrong key passive. There's no time to check now. Yeah, Produce Temple. I mean, Produce Temple isn't horrible. I saw like the attack speed was way higher. Can't dial them in because RNGesus. I love playing them. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff too. Like, don't you know, all those a lot of the builds you see out there, like the top tier, like those guys just like crushing like pit like whatever won something. Electric Boomerang Spiritborn. Oh, this one. Yeah, this is the ring sting one. That is this one, Nexus. Yeah, this is called the ring sting build. Yeah, a lot of people like this one. I don't think anyone was expecting to see a build like this, or I don't know what the case is. I just kind of I had a lot of fun testing on the Season 10 PTR and making builds. That was really cool. I'm not the type of guy that's gonna I'm not gonna put builds out or like make a tier list or anything like that before the season actually starts. I think that's in bad taste when you start putting out builds before the season actually starts, and like just kind of reintroducing information that the audience already knows back to them. Like I kind of feel like it's undermining the audience a little bit. I won't actually ever put out builds until I've tested it and the season's live. So many other people will, you know, put out builds even before the season starts to get ahead, like a jump start on the season. But man, honestly, for me, it's the viewers, man. The viewers are the reason that we're able to even make content and have these channels and such. So like, you got to do your best to be as transparent about that as possible. Yeah, so I'll explain that in just a second why I choose this one. The ones that spin way out are awesome. I'll explain why I don't do that one, even though that one looks way cooler. I agree, that one definitely looks way cooler. You can if you want. With Prodigy's Temple, you should be in a good spot, but I've been in some pretty fringe cases with Razor Wings. I'll explain in just a second. I just want to get clapped. So basically, this version of Razor Wings, it gives itself a chance to reset the cooldown of Razor Wings. Now you are going Prodigy's Temple, so you don't really have to worry too much about cooldown, but I've been in some cases where, like say in a boss fight, where I actually start running out of rings, like the rings don't regenerate with invasive Razor Wings, which is pretty cool. But Poised Razor Wings it has an inherent 20% chance to reset its own cooldown when there's a Razor Wing out there. So that's kind of why I go that version. Yeah, and the ultimate, exactly, and that was another case too, is the ultimate didn't refill the rings, right? Like as it was supposed to. So just like as a safe bet, I can literally sit here and spam rings while I do a boss fight, right? I don't have to worry about it too much because I have not only Prodigy's Temple and the ultimate, but Razor Wings also has its chance to reset itself. But what we can do to like kind of test that theory. But what we can do to kind of test that theory is we could run it back. We can run it back with the we can run it back with the other version of it. So I'll show you the other version of it in the same controlled environment. So we could switch it up here, and it very well might work. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's probably one of the cooler builds in my opinion. And hey, anyone watching right now, if you guys ever need help with anything, questions or anything, even if I'm offline or online, my battle tag is above the webcam there. If you guys want to shoot me a friend request on the socials here, I'll be more than happy to accept your friend request. And if you guys ever see me online playing or live streaming or even offline, you see me like usually when I'm offline playing, I'm kind of doing more of like the background work for builds. But if you ever see me offline, feel free to like whisper me and ask me questions too if you need help while you're in the game. But yeah, feel free to send me a friend request if you want. I'd be more than happy to help you guys anytime that you need help. So this is the build you like playing. I can already see though that my Razor Wings are going down, which makes me have to rely on my ultimate being up, right? So I have to be very conscious of my ultimate being up, else I'm gonna get cooked. Whereas like you're maintaining like 13, like an average of 13 to 14 Razor Wings in the pocket when you're like, so if I'm not careful, I could lose my Razor Wings and then I have to wait for my protector cooldown to be up. Like it gets relatively low, right? So this is like this, it's the same. I like the look of this way better. I think it looks way sicker, right? But I wish it had this passive where you get the 20% chance for it to reset its own cooldown too. Like I don't know, like for me it's just like it's such a cool ability. Like why not just allow us to do what we want with it? Oh, I guess it has to balance itself, but it's so cool, right? It looks way cooler in my opinion. You just have to play a lot more carefully. Also, if you keep your counter attack proc too, you know, if you have the, you can also go the ability that reflects your wings for you, which really makes the build shine, which is kind of, oh, this one, yeah, here. Fleet Wings, right? So you have the ability when counter attacks up for you to reflect your wings back out, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I agree. I think this version looks way cooler, right? It's definitely way cooler. It's just not as reliable. See, like I have no rings. See, they've ran out. Now they're back. But when I cast my ultimate, sometimes it doesn't reset the cooldown either. So now I'm in this predicament where I'm like, uh-oh. We're in trouble here. We ran out of cooldown on our Razor Rings, right? So even these ones flying around with the other version of Razor Wings, I would be able... shoot. I'd be able to reset my cooldown on my Razor Wings, right? Even those little two flying around and hitting the enemy. But you can see, like, you run out of stacks. And then when you cast your ultimate too, it doesn't always reset. Yeah, so you kind of end up in this position of like, uh-oh. Like, what do I do? Right? So, essentially, that's why I go the other version of it. It is cooler, I agree. It is cooler, but it's flawed because it doesn't have the chance to reset itself, which Man, they should have it. They should both have the ability to reset itself. It doesn't make sense if I'm being honest. I was testing the poison build on Spiritborn yesterday, and the enemies were healing as damaging them. Have you noticed that? Yeah, I think I was saying that since the beginning of the PTR, that Balzan's max ladle is... I've been saying it since the beginning of the PTR, that Balzan's max ladle or anything to deal with poison is bugged. It is bugged. I don't think they fixed it. Like, I don't find you're doing any damage with Balzan's max ladle builds anymore. Anything that revolves around poison, I think, is bugged. You end up healing them, yeah. There's a lot of bugs still in the game that have yet to be fixed, right? So but let's see if we can. I'm gonna go Alt Tab and see if we can remake the builds before I have to log off here, guys. But I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream so far, man. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Most questions I have the answer to, and sometimes I don't. But even if I don't, I usually end up coming up with a solution for you. So definitely, man. Like I said, it's a privilege to be a content creator and be able to do this. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and just hanging out and chatting, man. It's dope. It's on a new character, no unique, so poison bug. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to live stream tomorrow, just simply due to, again, work and family. But it'll be a late night stream if I do on launch, because the Game Awards are coming out and then Season 11's launching. There's a rumor that they're gonna drop Paladin. I have a funny feeling it's true. I don't know why. Usually I don't like believe in the hype, but I have a funny feeling that we actually are potentially getting Paladin this time around, which is kind of crazy. But guys, I hope it's not true, but maybe the build variety will be relatively the same. I don't think it will be the same without the Chaos Uniques being in the game. Maybe it will be, because like they're totally rearranging the whole game. Maybe they just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I have my reserves for Season 11. I did a review on Season 11 on the Campfire chat, and I literally said at the end of the video, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that Season 11 actually comes out and totally blows us away, and that's probably one of the better seasons we played. But I have my reserves. Just simply not keeping the Chaos Uniques in the game is like a critical strike, man. Like, even if they would have let us keep like one Chaos Unique equipable, like just to kind of like give us some build variation, I think that would have been cool. You could have had it like implemented into the Sanctification system, like the build, like yeah, we won't know till we play exactly. But they could have put Chaos Uniques into like the Sanctification system. Like they could have made it like a crafting thing. You know, use a Heavenly Sigil, take two regular Uniques, combine them, and craft the Chaos Unique. Yeah, one would have been cool. I mean, I think even one, like, maybe two's too many, but even just having one Chaos Unique available would have made a world of difference for builds. They do say that they're going to keep the DNA of Chaos Uniques in future seasons, which is all good, but it's kind of like, you know, what does that even mean when you're back to like the same, you know, 2 or 3 builds, like 2 or 3 like really good builds per class every season? Like, does it even, you know, does it even matter? Yeah, we won't know till we play. I think you're right. It looks like a lot of people are starting off with Spiritborn and Rogue, though. Yeah, that's true. I think the affix mixing on gear and then the masterworking, you're able to like upgrade the stats individually, which I think is dope. I just like you said, right? And like I've been saying too, let's see when the season starts. Like I don't, I have to be completely honest. Like when I make content, guys, I'm never going to sugarcoat it. I'm never going to say it's something that's not. I'm never going to say the game is something that's not. If it's not good, if it's buns, I'm going to say it's buns. If it's great, I'm going to say it's great, right? Like I'm not going to, I have no ulterior motives. If the game is good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. You know, I'll say it like it is. But again, I'd say take any video game you ever play, especially Diablo 4, with a grain of salt. Again, it's just a video game, and if it's not good, just play another video game. Like a mythic affix on another piece is great. So here, my theory on Sanctification is, I think it's going to be similar to a mythic unique. You know, like I don't know if you noticed, but all the builds I make, I don't let's choose Locus Pocus. All the builds I make, I don't include mythic uniques in my builds, simply because I'm a casual blaster myself, so I get a little more time to play than the average player. So I am on a casual basis where I can't like life this game, 10, 12 hours a day and then go to sleep and play it again. I have to, I have real life, I have family, I have work. So I kind of fit in like this casual blaster where I have a little bit more time than the average player, but not enough to consider myself a blaster. But what I do is I try not to put mythic uniques in the builds, even though those like amplify the builds, through the roof to make them really sick. But again, I feel like there's a small chance of people being able to actually find mythic uniques. There's a huge player base. I think what I should start by saying is there's a huge player base when it comes to Diablo 4. There's casual, there's blaster, there's people that are new to the game, there's people that are veterans to the game, there are people that are coming from other games to play Diablo 4. They're just trying it out for the first time. So like there's a vast majority of people playing this game, regardless of what people say about this game. Diablo 4 has a big audience. It has a lot of people playing it, in my opinion. Right? So and a large majority of that community is casual players, and another large part of that community is blasters, right? So what I try to do is I try to find that happy spot between casual and blaster, where the blaster version of the build is something that is meta, that's something that can push through anything in the game, but it's also left for critiquing and interpretation from actual blaster players to make better with mythic uniques. But myself, I'll never add mythic uniques into a build, simply because I want there to be builds that cater towards the casual player too. The people that have maybe like 2 hours or 3 hours, maybe every couple of days to play the game, right? I want them to be able to pick up the game, enjoy it, and like look for a pretty, casual friendly build, push through like Torment 4 or Torment 3 and just enjoy the game at their leisure, right? So every time I make a build, I'm always going to include the blaster version. So for people that play the game like a copious amount of time, and then the people that don't have a lot of time, like myself, right? Something that's achievable, enjoyable, it'll keep you going for the season. And essentially, what I'm trying to say is I feel for the whole audience, blaster and casual players, right? I thoroughly go out there. I look at the videos from other content creators and other partner program content creators, and I read the comments. I read everyone's comments, man. Even if you go on some of their videos, you'll see my comments there. Like I comment a lot too, right? And I try to speak up for the community of Diablo 4 as a whole, not just as a focus on any particular party. I think it's important to remember that this game is played by a lot of people that come from different walks of life, right? So my goal is to, if I make builds, is to give everybody something to enjoy, right? The best I can. I just want to guide you. I just want to show you how it works. I don't want to tell you what to do. I just want to give you an example, just show you, what's possible, and help you out in that regard. And speaking of that too, I'm starting to work on a what's it called? I'm starting to work on a Diablo 4. Where are you? Where's the server? Oh yeah, a Diablo 4 fam server, right? So I'm working on making this Diablo 4 fam server for everyone to join. So I plan on having this ready by the new year for you guys. So come like January, maybe mid-January, when we get leaderboards in the tower, I'll have this available. I'll include the link to this Diablo 4 fam server sometime in the new year, and that way we can all join up here. We'll get mods going. We'll make it a fun community, man. I think Diablo 4 is awesome. I say this in a lot of my videos too. I want to see Diablo 4 do really well. I think this game has so much potential. I know there's PoE 2 and other competitors, and those are awesome games too, but I think Diablo 4 has a lot of potential, right? I'm still playing the game. I still love it. I still comment on it. I want to see it do good. I'll tell you when it's bad. I'll tell you when it's good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, man. I think that's an injustice to the community that helps Diablo 4 thrive, is to tell them, fake news, essentially. I'm always going to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm always going to say it like it is. And I think the Diablo Fam 4 server will help just kind of get groups going. And like if people need help leveling, if people need help, getting through whatever the game throws at them, I think that'd be an awesome way to kind of get the community going. And it's definitely gonna be like a safe haven for people to come chill, hang out, talk amongst peers, we'll all play together, stuff like that. I think that'd be I think that'd be something cool that we can get going. I would love to see that get off the ground, and my hopes is that we get it off the ground in mid January when the leaderboards start coming out. That's kind of my plan. I got a whole bunch of other videos I want to drop too, just before, like, you know, the season, while the season starts and stuff. I'm probably going to dial it back in terms of making build videos as well. I just don't know if the build variety is going to change much. I don't want to repurpose old builds. Like, I already have one here that's called Jaguar's Eagle Evade Spiritborn build, which is essentially the same build we've had for like 3 or 4 seasons now, right? Since we've had Spiritborn, but it's going to be probably the best build for season 11. So, like, you know, I'll post it and I'll publish it, but I may or may not do a video guide for it because it's going to be very similar to the one that I did in season 10, right? So I have to, you know, as a content creator, I have to switch up the vibe. I have to switch up the type of guides that we're making in D4 content that I make. And I just, the franchise is awesome, and I would love to take that venture and just make cool ideas and make cool videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hopefully you guys tune in to watch, right? You know. And yeah, the only thing I suggest is everyone just turn on notifications. You don't have to like or subscribe to my channel. I always say this, don't worry about that stuff. Just if you guys like what you see here, like the live streams and the content I make, just turn on notifications. So anytime that I post a video, you guys know, you know, or I post a video or I go live, you guys have the notification, right? You'll get a notification that I'm live, or if a cool build comes out, or if I have a cool video, maybe you might like it, you might dislike it, who knows, right? But yeah, I got all that going. Anyways, that was a little bit of a rant, guys. Thanks for listening. Sometimes I go on those tangents, but I can't help it. I just pretty passionate about the game. Hopefully my actions speak louder than my words, though, and you guys can see me for who I am and not just what I'm saying. But yeah, this Razor Wing build is pretty sick. Segue. This Razor Wings build is pretty sweet. Yeah, and hopefully the server's up on time and we get that going. I got some homework to do tonight too for this game. I got some cool ideas I want to do for the channel in terms of like Diablo content, and I think you guys will enjoy it. I said I'd end it here around 8:15. I gotta go take care of my family. I got work tomorrow. But it was a pleasure, man. Thank you guys for coming through. If you guys came through, if you enjoyed the live stream, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. If I offered you up any, you know, education, or if I offered up any kind of enlightenment on the game too, that is my goal, is to help everybody find peace and enjoyment through video games. And you know, if this is a cool place that you guys can sit down, chill, play Diablo 4 while I play Diablo 4 too, like, I totally vibe with that too, man. Sometimes I do that myself. I'll just be playing Diablo 4 offline, and then on my, you know, on my monitor I'll have like a podcast talking about Diablo 4 or anything else I watch too. You know what I really like? Something I like, I don't know if you guys know what like rap battles are. I love rap battles, man. I love seeing like two guys go at it. Like yeah, pause. I like seeing two guys like I don't know if you guys ever heard of like King of the Dot or anything like that, or RB Entertainment. But I watch a lot of those rap battles, man. That's something I love watching. I also love a show called Kenny versus Spenny. I'm from Canada, by the way, Ontario, Canada. So there's a couple of like local celebrities called Kenny versus Spenny. It's probably one of my favorite shows to watch. I've watched over and over again. Other things I watch on YouTube, I like to watch Warhammer. You know, guys know Warhammer 40K. I play that with my broskies. Or at least I used to. Like, I have the actual physical models too. I love watching. I know what you're laughing at. I know, that's why I said pause. But I love Warhammer 40K as well. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a miniature tabletop game. Absolutely love that. So I always watch those competitive games. I like watching competitive boxing as well. That's another thing I like to watch. Even some of those YouTube fights are pretty cool. I'm trying to think of everything else. I like to watch movie explanations. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but like there's certain like movies that are pretty like convoluted, and like I like to like know what they're about. So like I'll take it upon my like free time or like my bedtime story to watch like movies explained and stuff like that. Are you talking about the 40K show for Cavill? Yeah, man, for sure. I don't know who he's gonna play. I mean, he's obviously gonna be like a Primaris Marine, but I don't know who he's gonna play. It'd be cool though to see if he plays Gilliman. That'd be sick. So Gilliman in Warhammer 40K is like he's like the commander-in-chief of the Primaris Space Marines. It'd be cool to see him play Gilliman or something like that. but Henry Cavill is a Custodes player in Warhammer 40k, so I don't know. It would be pretty poetic to see him play the Custodes captain. Oh, his name. Oh man, his name slips my tongue right now. One of my broskies plays Custodes, and he has him. He's such an OP unit. I also play a lot of Magic the Gathering, man. I love Magic the Gathering. That's another game. I like Call of Duty. But yeah, that's just a tangent I'm going on because I was just like, well, I could, there must be I think, like, I'm on the other side of the screen here, like, but I'm like, you know, people probably watch streamers and like, they probably watch YouTube while they're playing the game. Like, I bet you a large majority of the people watching right now are also playing Diablo 4 or something right now. That's my assumption. I could be wrong, but I presume that Tijan, is it Telemann? Telemann. Trajan, yeah, Trajan. That's it. That guy's busted. That guy's busted, bro. Custodes is busted. I don't know if you know much about 40k Nexus, but the Custodes used to have a rule where if you got into combat with their units, they had the fight first rule. So no matter what you did, like if you got into combat with them, you basically had to shoot them off the board. So, but if you got into combat with them, 9 times out of 10, they absolutely just smashed. They were so broken. They've changed the rules around a bit now. But Trajan, that's his name. Black Ops 7 is great, but sweaty, right? It's so sweat, bro. I don't know. I have some live streams. I make them unlisted, but if you subscribe to the channel, I have them unlisted. There's a playlist for Call of Duty stuff. I've been playing some Call of Duty myself. I did pretty good, you know. But yeah, I'm in the part. I think I got like, you know, that ranked leaderboard. I think I was like top 10 for a couple of days, and then like once I got to top 10, my lobbies just became absolute sweats, bro. Like I don't know how people move that fast. I honestly don't know how people move that fast. Maybe I'm just an old man now, and like I just don't know how people move that fast and like can like zip around the screen like that. It drives me insane. But like, you know, all kudos to them. Like that's incredible that you can do that. Let's switch it. Let's actually switch up the build again. Locust Pocus Ring Sting. I don't want to play via Eagle Spiritborn because I have a funny feeling this is what I'll be playing come launch. Locust Pulse, let's just do Crush Kong again. Yeah, I like let's equip this build. So unsocket the War Cry. No, we want Yulzan. Yulzan and Tam. Okay, let's go Yulzan. Sorry. Yulzan, and then we want Tam. Tam what? This one, perfect. And then, oh yeah, we need let's just do this. So I'm not even sure what we need right now. Hold on. So we definitely need cold. And then we definitely need fire. I believe it was brawn over brains. This guy. And this one. Right? That looks about right. Cool. Yeah. Oh, yo, dude, thank you. Thank you, man. Honestly, the only reason I have memberships on the Nexus, the only reason I have memberships, you don't have to be a member, bro. You don't have to do that, man. Again, just turn on notifications. The only reason I have memberships is on the channel is actually because thank you though. Wow. You don't have to, man. Honestly, I completely understand if you don't stay a member because the only reason I had to sort of when you become a partner of YouTube, or like you start to become monetized, you have to create a membership thing to proceed. So the only reason I have the membership program is simply because it prompts you to do so. So yeah, I mean, I completely, I definitely, if once I can, the dream is to one day go full time with content creation, and I think the memberships will definitely be worth more to people when I can go full time and be a full time content creator. I think that'd be worth the money. Hey man, yeah, I get it, man. But for me, it's not about that, brother. That honestly, all the, I call it, it's not about that for me. That's all gravy, man. In my opinion, it's all bonus. You know, if there's any kind of monetization or gains on YouTube, that's all bonus, man. You know, that's cool. Honestly, I love making content, man. I know I'm privileged to be able to do this, and you know, not only have a family that loves and supports my dream, which is making content creator, but there's also like a community out there that like doesn't have to but does show up and show support for the channel. So like all of it is very, like, you know, it's very surreal when I think about it, when I step outside my brain for a bit and I think about it. I'm like, it's absolutely amazing that, you know, people actually show up. Like this channel would be nothing if it wasn't for the people that show up, and just, you know, for the people that just show up right now and just watching this live stream, man. Like, you know, even that is just, that's crazy to me, man. That's the gold for me, man, is that I get to chat with you guys. I get to like provide content for you that you guys enjoy. You know, I did a Black Myth Wukong, that video game, and I made chapter guides for it. And man, some of like even on the smaller videos that I've made too, like just those comments are like, hey man, thank you. You know, thanks Jadiro for like, you know, making this video. Thanks for, you know, you made my day, brother. Like, or like, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have this guide to follow. Like that kind of stuff. That's the gold for me, man. It's just being able to help people and serve the community is like, that's the cat's meow for me. That's for lack of a better term. But I appreciate, man, for being a member, man. That's awesome. You don't have to do that, man. All I suggest to anyone ever watching is just turn on notifications, guys. Can you help me out and tell me what's the best starter for loving this season? The season being season 11 or season 10? Well, look at this. Where you helped me have a great season in Diablo 4. This is me. Oh man, no problem, brother. Yo, no man, all good, man. Hey man, Krish, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Krish, are you what season are you referring to? Are you referring to season 11 or season 10? Hey man, I'm doing my best to build it, guys. It's honestly, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be building it. If it wasn't for you guys and the family that I have that supports and loves me, you know, behind the scenes, and that you guys showing up and just chatting with your boy and chilling out, man, I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be possible. So don't ever think you guys aren't part of the equation, because you are. I think every content creator, at least grateful content creator, knows that if it wasn't for the community, there would be they wouldn't have a YouTube channel, right? So don't ever. I will never take that for granted. And it will never be about the monetization of money, man. That stuff's all going to come. That's all gravy. Anyone else out there too that ever wants to make a YouTube channel, don't ever do it for the money, man. Do it for the dream. Do it for the passion. If you're worried about money, man, all that money monetization stuff will come later. Don't worry about that stuff. It's about the dream. You have this one life to live. Life is short. You know, if you could find you know, if you could find a purpose in life and help people with that gift or that purpose, you know, I think that's the end game, guys, at the end of the day. Like, that's super meta of me to say, but I think that's really what it's about. So if you have the ability to help others find peace in this life through something you love doing, I think that's the ultimate end game. And for anybody, for me, I'll speak for myself. That's the ultimate end game for me. But for season 11 there, Krish, I would highly recommend, you're going to laugh, but the best build from what I understand and what I experience is going to be the Evade Eagle Spiritborn. This is going to be by far the best build that you can go in season 11. No question. This will be the best build that you can possibly go. I already have it here. I'm going to publish it when the season goes live. You can go ahead and check it out. I will tweak it because, again, I was talking about this earlier with Nexus. I don't like making builds or putting out builds. Like, you have these people. People are putting out builds already for season 11. The season hasn't gone live, and I understand that people have enough information and enough skill and enough time in the game to be like, oh, this will definitely work. But I'm telling you, I've seen time and time again where people will make builds preemptively. They put out the build, and then the build doesn't work out the way they said it would. And then you'll never see them take accountability, or you'll never see them backpedal and say, oh, I was wrong about that. I think a lot of people just put out content to, again, like maybe the monetization, it's their bread and butter, their partner program, Diablo 4 content creators. So like, this is like what they do. And I think in their minds, it's okay. It's a personal choice of mine not to put out anything until the season, and it goes down to the second that season goes live. When that season goes live, I will put builds out. When I can actually factually say, yo, this build works, this is how it works, and this is what you do, then I'll drop the build. You know, I can only presume this is going to work, but until I actually test it, I'm not going to give it to the audience that shows up and supports. You know, like I feel like that's just such bad faith, right? Like, why would I do that? Yeah, but to answer your question, Krish, I think Vade Eagle Spiritborn will be pretty hype. I've also got some other builds we're in the works here. Like, I think we might be able to bring back some builds. It depends on what happens. This is one that good news, before you get the rank 60, they'll have to adjust their builds. Probably, yeah. This is one I'm really looking forward to make. So this is based off of the Path of the Emissary build. It's called the Crop Duster build. Essentially, it's being able to cast Stinger every time that we move. So I think it's kind of funny. So I call it the Crop Duster build. This is one I'm looking forward to seeing. So I got to test all these builds when they come out. And guys, I got some other stuff cooking too for the channel. So hopefully you guys stay tuned for that. Some more, I guess, to give you like a little bit of a hint and like a little hint of the mystery of what I'm cooking. I'm going to be doing a little bit more. I'm going to try doing some more evergreen content. So what that is essentially is like something you can always come back and watch again and again, or, you know, something that like you might actually enjoy and like be like, oh man, that was a good watch, like, you know, maybe I'll watch it again. That's the gist of what I'm doing. So hopefully hopefully I can get that content out there too. But it's some pretty cool ideas. I just feel like I make a lot of build guides. It's essentially what I do on the channel, and I try to do reviews on and feedback on the PTR and the seasons to come. But like, I feel like I don't ever get to like really touch into the passion that I have for the Diablo franchise. So hopefully I could bring that to the forefront alongside with the Diablo Discord server coming online too. I think it'll be good, man. I think guys, I'm gonna build what I can on this channel for you guys, and hopefully I can up the production too in terms of like videos that I put out there. Like I really want this to be something one day for everybody, man. So hopefully that. I just gotta keep going. I started this channel about 3 years ago, so January will be 3 years that I've been doing this, and we've come a long way. I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that, but you know, this channel, not just me, but the community, it's come a very long way. So, from what I thought it would be. So yeah, and maybe I'm gonna be there for 1 or 2 days. LOL, then PoE 2 for 1 or 2 days. I don't really put a lot of time into these games. Yeah, that's cool, Krish. I totally relate too. Hey man, if season 11 is absolute buns, I'm gonna jump over to PoE 2 myself, man. I completely understand that sentiment. Like, if the season's only good for like 1 or 2 weeks, then I'm gonna try some PoE 2. I'm not too good at PoE 2. I've maybe put about like 80 hours in at most, playing one class, which was the monk. And I still think I felt like at the end of it, I still had so much to learn. So I'm still a noob at PoE 2, but I would love to take it on and play it myself. You know, there's a huge time investment that PoE 2 requires too that I have to understand. So if I could play it casually, that'd be cool. Maybe I can cater to a casual audience of PoE 2 players, right? So that's also another dream. Yeah, but we'll see, man. If Diablo, if season 11 is buns, yeah, I'm out. I'm going to play something else. Like I said, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I'm never going to be like, oh, this game's amazing when it's not, or, you know, I'm not going to say it's bad when it's good, you know? So like season 10 is the best season by far, in my opinion. Season 10 was the best Diablo 4 season to ever come out. Everything they did was awesome. Chaos perks, chaos uniques, all sick. I honestly I'm still playing the season, and I was actively playing up to the end of November. So I basically played the whole season, all 3 months of Diablo 4 for season 10. It's the best season, bar none, hands down. It's the best season. That's my opinion. I think it's honestly the best season we've had ever. And then I think season 4 is a close second. Season 2 was sick. Okay, so season 2 was sick as well, but I kind of I give it a pass because it was the only other thing we had to compare it to season 1, and season 2 came out with the vampiric powers, which ended up making some of those powers stay. So I have to give kudos where kudos is due. Season 2 was sick too. Season 4 was awesome. Yeah, so for me it's season in order of best to worst. It goes season 10 is the best. Damn. Season 4 has to take number 2 because we got to rework with tempering and masterworking, and then season 2 is third. It's all about putting the characters together and seeing the end result. It's like cooking. Yeah, that's exactly what we do. You know, like honestly, if I look at builds, it's like same with PoE 2. It's like a puzzle. You're just putting together things and you're trying to, you know, make it a beautiful picture and make it work, right? That's essentially what we're doing here. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hate to end it here, man. You know, we got so many people watching and stuff like that, but like at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. I got, you know, real life has to kick in, and it is what it is. So I appreciate it. You know, we got 37 people watching right now, but you know, it is bedtime for my family and myself. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys coming through. And you know, we got 4 likes on the live stream, which is awesome. It means you know 4 of you at least enjoyed what you saw today, which is cool. And yeah, I just really appreciate it, guys. Again, I'm gonna say it last time. You guys don't have to like or subscribe. Just simply turn on the notifications anytime I go live or I go anytime I go live or I post something. You guys will know. You'll get it right away. Yeah, man. So I appreciate you guys coming through. 4 likes is dope. Definitely lets me know that I was doing a decent job tonight on the live stream. So thank you guys so much for that. Yeah, man. And I hope to see you guys on the weekend. Maybe I'll have some time on the weekend to run it back. And you know, we'll be running season 11 together. We can party up. We can you know, we can do speed builds, all that stuff. So with the Discord going live in January, hopefully by the season 12, I'll be able to arrange like teams so that we can do like speed runs together. We can do we can group up and do like, you know, challenges. We can do more giveaways and stuff on the channel. I think that'd be really cool. Hopefully the Discord's up by then. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching, man. I really appreciate the chat tonight. Special thanks to V4. Thank you for coming through. Nexus, thank you for coming through and chatting. Honestly, man, definitely helped keep the live stream more interesting. And Krish, thank you for coming through and chatting too, man. I know you just started chatting. Maybe you're watching the whole time. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate it. You guys coming through and chatting makes the live stream way more interesting than it ever could be. Thank you guys so much. And for everyone, all the 38 other people watching, thank you guys for sticking around. Unfortunately, I got to end the live stream here, guys, but I really had a good night tonight. So thank you guys so much. I'm your boy Jadiro. Sign out for now. Peace.